Stand by you. Do you agree to stand by me in those situations when the going gets rough?
Because my body is giving me signs, do you understand? So I just feel like, well, it will come when it will come. It might be that because of how public the
Guys, it may seem as though Biggie is about to become a grandpa. Oh my god. So Chinwe, for the past few days, she has been complaining to Rhuthee and DJ Flo. Unfortunately, they've left. So she has been complaining that her period has not come, her period is late, and she has just been really weak and sleepy. I'm like, okay, we're about to have the first housemate to become pregnant in Biggie's house. Oh my god. So just this morning she was talking to Zion that her period has been late, but she's getting the signs, but it has just not come. That she's thinking is because of the bathroom, being that a lot of people use the bathroom. I'm like, there's no connection there, sister. Anyways, aside that, she has also been sleeping so much in the house. And guys, you know the backstory. I mean, they were in lockdown together for maybe about 2 weeks or thereabouts. And coming into Big Brother's house again, they've had sex like 2 times. And those 2 times, they've not used protection. And I'm sure when they were in lockdown as well together, they did not use protection. Okay. You may seem as though we're about to have pregnant Chinwe in the house. And unfortunately, to be honest, I think that if she finds out that she's pregnant, she may get disqualified from the show, because I don't think they want to allow like a pregnant woman stay in the house because of the tasks and everything that they do in the house. So yeah, fingers crossed. I hope that her period comes, but if it doesn't come, Chinwe fans, you people should start contributing for baby things, because I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, that's it. Moving on, guys, let's look at how the housemates voted out teams Trees and Team Flourish. So yesterday, the pairs that were in the bottom four were Radicals, Trees, Flourish, and Team Better. And in the custodian box, when Wanni X Handi opened it, they saw that it was save only, so they could only save and not evict, right? So they decided to save Team Better, leaving the remaining other three. That's Radicals, Trees, and Flourish. Yeah. So Biggie tells the other housemates to go into the diary room to choose two people that they would actually want to evict. So they go into the diary room. Of course, we were not shown, but this was posted later on. And yeah, I am here to to just talk about how the housemates voted out Flourish and Team Trees. So the first pair, that's Aces, they decided to evict Radicals and Trees, and this is why I think that they decided to evict them. So for Trees, I mean, last week I think Ebuka mentioned what Mayor said about SOOJ, and even before then, right, there has not been like a smooth sailing relationship between them, amongst them. So yeah, it was like easy peasy for them. Then for Radicals, why they decided to evict Radicals, I believe they just wanted to extend grace to another pair, because Radicals have been enjoying so much, like for 2 weeks now, like the housemates have been saving them back to back. So yeah, probably they wanted to extend grace. Moving on to Checkers, as Chizoba and Onyeka. For Aces is actually Tofa and SOOJ, in case you don't know that. So moving on to Checkers now, they decided to evict Flourish and Streets. For Flourish, right, at first I didn't know, but thinking about it, I think I know the reason why they decided to evict Flourish. So Onyeka actually mentioned that the first week where they were bottom four, Onyeka started, in fact, she broke down, started to cry. She said she saw Rhuthee giving her like one kind of side eye, like, why is this one crying and all that. So apparently Onyeka held on to that, and when she got the opportunity to actually get her pound of flesh, she took the bull by the horn. So I'm sure that's why they chose to evict Flourish. Then they also chose to evict Trees as well, because I mean, if they don't evict Trees, that means they'll be left with Radicals, and Radicals are really close to them. So I mean, they did it like it's more like, oh, I'm friends with these ones, I'm not friends with this one. So yeah, moving on, we have Double K. So Double K, I was quite surprised with their choice as well. They decided to evict radicals and streets. Me, I would think that, I mean, radicals, they are close to radicals. So, I mean, why would they want to evict radicals? Like, why? Why not just choose maybe Flourish, right? And streets? So I really don't know their own motion, or, I mean, what's it called now? I don't know, like I don't know why they decided to evict radicals and strays. For the Mbadiwe twins, they decided to evict Flourish and Strees. I think this one is just based off the fact that number one, they are probably not close to these two pairs. Then secondly, that I mean they are close to radicals, so yeah, they would not want them to go home, right? Then again is the fact that I think their clique, because I mean the house is divided, so I think their clique decided to evict Flourish and Street. So yeah, it makes sense, right? Moving on to Nelita. Nelita decided to evict Flourish and Street. Now this one is like an easy easy decision, because of course Nelly and Mayor probably have like rough edges around their relationship. Therefore, Flourish as well, there's kind of like a silent competition between Nelly and Rhuthee, especially when it has to do with kitchen. So of course Nelly, I mean, thinking in that direction, she would probably want to shine more in the kitchen. And if Rhuthee is actually in the house, she will not have the opportunity to shine more in the kitchen. And yeah, they decided to evict Flourish and Strays. Moving on to Shatoria. Shatoria kind of had like a different, they had like a small squabble while in the diary room. I think Victoria wanted them to evict Trees and Radicals, but on the other hand, Sean mentioned Trees and Flourish. And I think it's quite obvious, guys. For Trees, I think not let's not even look at it from that angle. Like the first point I would think about is the fact that their clique, like I mentioned, decided to evict Flourish and Trees. And aside that as well, like looking at the fight that Rhuthee had with what's her name now, with Wanni X Handi, and the subtle jabs she was throwing at Sean as well. So probably further intensified his his decision to evict Flourish. So yeah, that's it. Then moving on to Wanni X Handi, they decided to evict Flourish and Trees. That one's a no-brainer. Like they were so confident, like have no emotions, with straight face, Flourish and Trees. Like it was really funny. Then following that is Chinwe. Chinwe, of course, they are close with Flourish, so of course they will not want to evict Flourish. So they decided to evict Radicals and Trees. So yeah, that's it. How many votes did Trees have? They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then Flourish had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's Trees 7, Flourish 5. Then for Radicals had 1, 2. Yeah, so Trees 7 votes to be evicted, Flourish 5 votes to be evicted, and Radicals 2 votes to be evicted. And of course, it's a no-brainer. That's why Streets and Flourish got evicted yesterday. Although I was thinking it was a fake eviction where Ebuka came, but apparently when I saw them on stage, I was like, this is actually a real eviction. So yeah, guys, so moving on closely, we have Nelly and SOOJ. So it may seem as though again Biggie is about to attend a wedding in his house, because apparently SOOJ has proposed to Nelly. So in his words, he said, in sickness and in health, I will stand by you. Do you agree to would you stand by me when the world is against me, in good times and in bad times? Then this is me, like hello, is this Love Island? Like, is this Big Brother Naija, like Lovers edition? Because what is really happening in all of this, I mean, Nelly, I'm sure she was like surprised and taken, like, what is happening? He even proposed to her with a necklace that was passed down from his grandmother to his mother and then to him. And here he is, like, giving it to Nelly. And Nelly, on the other hand, like, she bent out for him to wear the necklace for her. And like, what is wrong with Biggie's children? Like, what is in the water? What is in the food that they are eating? Because never did I expect that this was going to happen. Like, I mean, you can exchange, I mean, things, probably this is like a promise gift. I don't know. You can exchange things, but these words that he's saying, for in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad times, I'll stand by you. I hope you stand by me, or will you stand by me when the world is against me? I'm like, this is actually deep. And for me, I think Nelly is not like thinking that this is, she's not deeping it so much. Like, she doesn't think that it is that deep. For Suj, on the other hand, I don't know if he's thinking it is that deep, because of course they cannot tell me that this is not for the game. Like, literally, I mean, they can't just tell me that this is not for the game. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Biggie grandpa, Biggie wedding guest, or maybe chairman of the day. But yeah, that was really, really funny. I'm like, Suj, after preparing breakfast in bed and now this, what's the next thing that's going to happen, literally? So, anyways, fingers crossed, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And yeah,